So what is up, guys? This is the Niche Movies back again for an all new video review. This has actually been a couple weeks or maybe even a couple months since I've done a film review, but I did watch two films this past 2 days that I thought, were worthy of actually justifying a review for, especially because both of these movies have been critically panned. I mean, it's been years since both of these films came out, but I'm going to be doing my first review on the 1998 Godzilla starring Matthew Broderick. And I just wanted to say, yes, even though I did technically grow up on this film, I had a massive action figure, but I was too young to even know it was Godzilla. It just looked like a dinosaur to me. It has been years since I actually sat down and watched this film again, and I just wanted to justify this film as a good creature feature. I think if people actually went back and re-watched this, they would see a lot more good qualities. Now, I will admit that I'm not a huge fan, or I wouldn't even say that. I just really haven't seen a lot of the original Godzilla films, so I do understand for the fans of the originals, that American audiences, or American filmmakers rather, can really bastardize good products. So I can see that if you were a fan of it back in the day and then seeing what the American style of it was and you weren't a fan of it because of that, I completely get that. But this was a good creature feature. I thought it was, the CGI, other than close-ups of Godzilla, it holds up decent. I don't think it's horrible, and it was easy to watch. The production value behind it, you could tell that they put money into it. And towards the end of the film, it became very Jurassic Park-esque. I don't recall. I knew that they wanted to do a sequel to it, and I remember there being an egg shown at the end of the film, but I did not realize the vast, the scope of how many Godzillas were in this film. Like, this thing had like 200 babies. I'm a big fan of The Simpsons as well, and so was the producer of this film. That's why he cast people like Hank Azaria, the voice actor of Ned Flanders, and also a snippet of the voice actor or actress, of Bart. So that's just kind of a cool little tidbit that's in there. I thought that was cool. Overall, I thought it was action-packed. A lot of the complaints I remember reading were saying that Godzilla wasn't in it nearly enough. I thought there was a shit ton of Godzilla. I don't know how much more you wanted, especially in the finale scene where, it comes back from the dead like 2 or 3 times. There's literally 200 mini Godzillas running around. Like, how much more did you actually want? Crazy to me. Maybe that was just simply a complaint due to the fact that they didn't find the characters in the film that interesting, which I would say overall, most of the characters were appealing. The love interest for Matthew Broderick is probably the only thing that I can see that didn't really age well. And looking up her IMDb, she retired from acting pretty much after this film. So yeah, she just didn't really have what it took to be a main character in a film ever again. But overall, I thought this was, this is an extremely overhated movie. I really just implore you to go back and give it a rewatch. Once again, I'm probably talking out my ass to a lot of people that are fans of Godzilla. Maybe, if you've seen that I'm enjoying this and you could recommend me one of the older Godzillas, like one of the ones that you think is like the best to compare and see what I'm missing out on, maybe then I'll get it. But overall, I thought this was really enjoyable. I'd highly recommend it as a creature feature, honestly. So that's my review for the 1998 Godzilla.